Hello everybody, so this is the review for factoring. So here goes. The first type is you look for what's in common. Okay, so looking at this, what we got 4 and 10. Okay, there's negatives there, I understand. Give you 40, and 4 and 4 give you 16. Now this is also 8 and 5 and 8 and 2. So it looks like 8 is probably what you want to pick because it's the larger amount. And they both are going to have an x squared. So 8x squared is what you're going to pull. Okay. Oh, also a negative. A negative 8x squared is what you're going to pull out of it. If you want, you could always pretend you're dividing. And that will tell you what goes inside. So the two negatives make a positive. The 8 and the 40 cancel and leave you 5. X to the fourth over x squared is x squared. Two negatives make a positive. 8 and 16 leave you a 2, and the x squareds are gone. So that's your answer. Okay? So, 16, so let's go 8. Is it the same thing? Yeah, it's 8. Because it's 40 and 16, just like that one. So an 8, and there's no variables in common. So then that's going to leave you 2 minus 5 x to the fourth. Okay? That's your final answer. All right, difference of squares. Both get an x because you square root the front. One's a plus, one's a minus, doesn't matter which one. Square root the back. 7 and 7. Done. Two parentheses. One's a plus, one's a minus, doesn't matter which one. Square root the front. Square root the back. And you're finished. Okay? That's a difference of squares. Something squared minus something squared. Something squared minus something squared. Okay? Same thing. One's a minus, one's a plus. I switched the order there for you. Okay? Square root the front. 5 and 5. Square root the back. If you need to type it in your calculator, you can. 12x and 12x. Done. Next problem. Okay, leading coefficient is 1. So you're asking what multiplies to 72 but adds to negative 17. So the front is x and x. The multiplying to positive, adding to negative. So they're both negative. Okay? So things that multiply to 72. 9 times 8, 72. And look at that. If they're both negative, they add to negative 17. And there it is. Force the front. Force the back. I'd say 2 and 7. 2, 7. Plus and plus, so plus and plus. Check the outside. 35x. Inside plus 2x. There's your 37. Okay? If you guys see one with big old wacky exponents like this, just type in any answer just to get it wrong and move on to the next one. It's not worth your time to explain it. I'm not saying you guys are dumb. I'm not saying you can't get it. I'm just saying it's not worth it. Okay? These are, effort-wise, it's not worth it. Just move along. Okay? First, look at what's in common. They all have a 2. They all can be divided by 2. They all have an x squared. So do that first. Pretend you're dividing everybody by a 2x squared. So the first one becomes x squared. The middle one, minus 17x. The end, what would that be, 70? Oops, plus. Now that still factors. The leading coefficient is 1, so x and x. You're looking for what multiplies to 70 and adds to negative 17. How about 10 and 7, or 7 and 10, whichever way you want to say it. The multiplying to positive, adding to negative, so they're both negative. Oops, doesn't matter which one. Minus 7, minus 10. There you go, done. Again, when you see one like this, I know it's kind of difference of square looking, but it's not worth explaining. Just stick in any old answer, stick in 5, and get it wrong, and you're fine. Just move along, okay? Nothing to see here, just move along. Okay. So, I would say it's a negative 2. I hate it when the leading coefficient is negative. So I'd pull a negative 2 out of all these. And an x squared. Okay, that's me. All right, if that leading number is negative, it comes. Okay, whether it's just the negative or whether there's an actual physical number with it. Okay, so pretend that you're dividing by negative 2x squared, negative 2x squared, negative 2x squared. So that becomes x squared minus 10x minus 24. And then factor the remaining, and that front bit still stays there. Okay, so multiplying to negative 24, adding to negative 10. So 6 and 4, negative, negative. They would add to negative 10. X minus 6, x minus 4. Done. Okay. Thanks for your time. Have yourself a great one.